guys, and welcome to the TEVS podcast once again. And we are very excited to bring you like the news that we have this time. This time, we're not only going to be audio, like we're also going to be there on video,
Yes.
courtesy to the school that we're in. It's a very awesome school, lovely professional university. They uplift you. They make sure that you enhance whatever passion that you have. It's a really good school. So we're really sorry. We're really sorry for not dropping for the past 2 weeks, because I know.
We've been having technical issues.
Yeah.
We've been, going through a lot, but we've managed to overcome that,
Exactly.
and we are going to sell through. We promise to give you great content, like always.
Yeah.
We never disappoint.
I know a lot of people are anticipating us
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people that actually follow this podcast.
Exactly.
And,
so people were
yeah.
waiting, people were ready, and here we are.
Another
We've come to give.
another point of celebration is like our podcast is on the top 100 in Nigeria.
Exactly.
So thank you very much, Nigeria. It's
Thank
we
you so
haven't
much.
we've never been there, but your support is actually felt
Yeah.
this side. So yeah, thank you very much. Getting down to today's episode, Ashley is going to do the rest. You know me, I'm always quiet. Ashley does the whole thing.
Okay, so guys, today we're going to be talking about anxiety. Yeah. So one of the challenges that we face, right? I think everyone has that. Everyone faces all these challenges, anxiety, and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, today we're going to talk about anxiety. We're going to define anxiety and get into content and let you know that whenever you feel like this and all those things, that's
It's perfectly normal. Like
Exactly.
the problem is people think like anxiety is something cool. Anxiety is not something cool.
it's not cool.
Just because
It's not even okay.
most of us cannot spell the word doesn't mean it's something that's really cool. Anxiety is something that really needs attention. If you feel like you have an anxiety disorder, okay, like I'm putting in quotes disorder, it
Disorder.
means that anxiety
Should
is
get
normal until it becomes a disorder, right?
Yes.
So yeah, let me just explain a bit about why am I saying like anxiety can be normal. We all have feelings of anxious, like you feel anxious about something, excited, sad, worried, stressed, pressure. Those are like feelings of anxiousness. You are anxious about something, right?
Yes.
But then it becomes a problem when you start overdoing it. When it becomes a disorder. Disorder is something that you cannot control. It's something that's
When it gets
overwhelming.
out of control, exactly. Like, okay, it's normal, right? It's normal. But when you see that you're now doing it a lot and it's getting out of control, you just feel anxious about each and every thing that is going on. I think that's where the problem
that's
is.
that's when it becomes a
That's
problem.
where we say you now have a disorder, right?
Yeah, that's why we say you have a disorder. So,
Yeah.
anxiety is a really broad subject, and we chose like to cut it down step by step so that you understand. And we're not actually diagnosing anyone with any anxiety,
No,
but
you're not.
if you feel like the symptoms that we mentioned as like the same as the one that you have,
If the ship is
you can just-
sinking,
yeah.
just wait, right?
you can just go to the doctor. Like don't just depend fully on us.
Seek medical help. I think we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
About that.
So,
So the
okay, you
first
go
thing that we're
first.
going to talk about, like always, I'm the one who introduces.
Yeah,
So today we'll be looking at generalized anxiety disorder.
exactly. Like I actually forgot. Like I was just remembering it's GAD. And she
GAD.
actually remembers everything. That's why we have her in the show.
That's
so
why you need me, guys, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to talk about generalized anxiety disorder, and I'll just read for you guys what it is, right?
Yeah.
Well, the opening line says occasional anxiety. Occasional, not
Yeah.
that. So it's something that happens
Occasionally.
once in a while.
It doesn't happen every time.
So they say occasional anxiety is part of the normal life.
Uh-huh.
It's a normal
Uh-huh.
part of life. But when you now worry much about the health, money, family problems, and everything, worry much about it, that's when we say that's anxiety.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
just to cut down the book, like I've never been a fan of reading. I just like to get the points and summarize. So what Ashley is actually saying is that generalized anxiety disorder is like the most common type of anxiety. The worries that you go through every day, the worries that you
Everyone
have
goes
every
through
day.
it.
Yeah. We worry about money, we worry about school, we worry about assignments, we worry about certain things, relationships,
Everything.
relatives, family members.
What to eat.
Yeah, so those things that we actually worry about, right? They contribute to generalized anxiety disorder. When we start overdoing them, there's someone who's going to worry about money from a young age. They start worrying about money when they're 15.
Exactly.
I mean, you don't even have any bills, but they're always
You
saying,
don't have bills to pay, but you're not
yeah.
worried.
they're always
and
like, I'm
stressed.
broke, I'm broke.
What do you mean you're broke?
Yeah, the person is putting like way too much pressure on themselves.
Yeah.
So that's when it becomes a problem when you're taking it to yourself. Like you're actually telling yourself, you're tearing yourself apart.
You are taking it into, like, you're now making it a part of your life.
Yeah.
It's something that you can't live without. You can't live without worrying now. Because
Exactly.
if you just spend the whole day, you're not worried. At the end of the day, you'll be worried. Like, why was I not worried?
Exactly.
I
You
don't know
see?
if I'm making sense, but
So that's what we mean by generalized anxiety disorder.
yeah.
Just to cut the book short. I mean, like if you want Ashley to read the book, she can do it. She can do it. Like
Nah, I think they're going to be bored.
yeah, but
Because I'm usually talkative.
she
you
can
know?
she can do
So
it
they're
for
going
you
to be
guys. Like,
bored.
we're here for you guys. This is for you.
Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to talk about the signs and symptoms of DAD.
Yeah, she said GAD, not DAD, because I'm sure there's someone like me who had DAD,
I said
GAD.
G.
Hey, I had D.
Okay. So the first symptom is you worry excessively
Okay,
about everyday things. Not about just things. No, everyday things. So I was talking about you worry about what you're going to eat.
Okay. I just want to put a point out there.
Uh-huh.
Girls, just because you worry about what you supposed to wear doesn't mean you have generalized anxiety disorder. I mean, you guys take a while to decide what to wear. I'm kidding. I'm
This
not.
is
I'm not
me.
firing shots. I'm not firing shots
This
at
is
anyone.
me.
I'm not pressing anyone on anything.
One thing I can tell you guys, I'm always late because I put out options to weigh, and then I just think, is this okay? Like,
Yeah.
you
So
know what?
that's-
Let me tell you
that-
something.
that's just
When
human nature.
You should dress to rewind when you pass by the mirror.
Okay.
Dress to
Okay.
rewind when you pass by
Okay.
the mirror.
Like I never wanted to have a fashion lecture, but now I'm having it because I brought this up. I'm so
Exactly.
sorry. So yeah, the first symptom that we have is like worrying too much.
Mhm.
I mean, I think that's like the most common symptom in every type of anxiety. That's what anxiety is actually.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Exactly. Yours think it's cool. It's not cool.
No, it's not.
It's not cool. Yeah. We have had a lot of songs titled anxiety and
It's a point. But it's not.
okay, we're gonna ignore whatever she was whispering. Okay, so moving on, guys.
You have a hard time concentrating.
You fail to concentrate. I mean, like the moment you're worried, that means you're actually concentrating on what
on
you're worrying
something
about.
else and not what you're supposed to.
Yeah. So
Exactly. I think we actually talked about this, right? Was it a presentation or something? When we were
yeah,
talking
yeah. We
about
did talk about.
worrying.
You did talk about. You have a
Oh
presentation
yeah,
in class.
we were talking like you're in class, right?
Uh-huh.
And we mentioned like a symptom that when you suffer from GAD, you have to go to the toilet. You feel
You actually haven't mentioned it, but you just told them.
yes.
So you ruined the
I'm
surprise.
telling them
When you have GAD, you go to the restroom a lot.
a lot, right? So you are in class, and the lecturer is up front there, and you feel the need to go. So you start worrying.
Okay.
If I stand up,
Just to make it out of this world, you have to go even after going.
exactly.
I'm not sure if I make
Because
sense, but
that's essential.
I know I'm making sense because
So you
I
have
make
to
sense.
go even after going, right?
Yeah,
So what happens is that now you have to stand up.
exactly.
You're now worried.
I mean,
What's
you
actually
only
stressing
have-
out is the fact that you have to go in front
You-
of the whole class.
You see?
Okay, so what is this one going to say, and what is this one going to say, and it's just a lot.
The thing with people that have anxiety, they think like the world actually
The world
evolves around
them,
what they're
and
doing.
everyone is watching them. No, we're not watching.
Yeah,
We're
your mind,
minding
your
our
mind,
own
your mind
business.
makes your
We
mind
drink
makes
water.
sure that you are actually
mind our own
consumed
business.
on the fact that you think everyone is watching you,
Exactly.
and that's
But
the
I
problem.
feel like
Yeah.
I feel like almost everyone has went through that phase where you feel like the world is watching, and
I mean, like
It's just
that's
you.
how I feel every time when I'm walking down the street. I'm like, I know you're watching me. I'm kidding. So yeah, that's like the second. She actually accidentally gave you the other
the
symptom,
other one that you have the need
which
to
is
go.
like you need to go to the restroom.
Then the
way too
other, you
much.
sweat a lot.
Ah, okay. Okay,
Sweat.
I'm not going to explain this one.
A lot. So you are worried, right?
Yeah.
And obviously your body, whatsoever, biology that side, but you sweat a lot. So
Uh-huh,
I had
uh-huh.
a question because my palms sweat a lot. Like
Okay, like I
Is
usually
it GAD or
I usually like to kick things straight with Ashlee. She's always worried about something. Ashlee, you don't have anxiety. It's not cool.
no?
Please knock
Isn't
it out.
it
You just have sweaty palms because you apply a lot of lotion.
okay?
It's nothing like that.
Then
So
how?
yeah, the reason why I'm actually quiet about the sweaty one is because we usually saw those things on cartoons, like they're worried about something, then they start sweating, like it's actually like they're melting.
Exactly.
So now everything makes sense, eh? You see, watching cartoons as a kid is actually educational.
Yeah,
You get
guys
to
should-
know certain
not even
systems.
for kids, but I think as grown-ups, you should also watch cartoons. It helps a lot.
I know, I would advise you go
Improves your
do something
English.
productive. You see, she's talking about English and you're an
Me,
adult.
grow up watching cartoons,
Ashlee, come on, please,
right?
please, Ashlee, let's move on.
And now you feel irritated. Any little thing that I do, that Nqobizitha does, that anyone does, that your pet does, you just feel irritated about it, and
Uh-huh.
it's just
So yeah, like these people become super sensitive. Like the moment, yeah. Actually,
how
let me
do
explain
they
it like
do
this.
it?
Let me explain it like this. I'm sure you guys have watched the movie The Matrix, right? The Matrix, they're actually locked inside the game. Can you imagine your mind locked inside one thing, and that thing is actually convinced you that it's real, and you're actually locked to it. So the moment an external force tries to infiltrate or an external source tries to contact you, you retaliate. You become defensive. So you see that people that suffer from anxiety, when you try to befriend them, they are super defensive. They think like you want something from them. Even when the person is broke, they think like you want to ask
when you just
ask something
treat
from
them,
them. Yeah, you'll be like, hey,
think
what's
they
up?
just want
Then you'll be
money
like,
from you.
hi. You know, like they put their attitude in there. It's not because they actually want to do that. It's because their mind has convinced them that you have your own world. You're living
Oh,
alone.
yeah.
So that's why they
Now I
become
get it.
irritated
Now I get
easily.
it. So how can we help them or something like that?
Okay. I was going to say pray for them, but that's not really professional. Well, we have like solutions going down. So right now we're just going to list a few symptoms. So wherever you're listening to and you feel like you have anxiety, just try and pin down things. We are not professionals.
That you're about to say.
Like we usually say,
But we-
hashtag inexperienced experts, meaning that some of
We
the
are
things that we talk
helping
about,
you out, right?
we've gone through them, but some of the things we're just giving you a professional overview of what you have read and try to
Or
grasp.
we can say these are the things that we might have gone through, or we've gone through them, and we found the solutions on our own.
Yeah,
So we
I
don't
almost
want
went
you
through
to be
anxiety.
alone, right? Yeah.
I almost
We
went
don't
through
want you to be
anxiety, but
alone,
I'm not
so
going to
we
share that
helping
story.
you.
It's very
Yeah,
sad.
so whosoever is watching, you're not alone. We are with you.
Yeah,
Every
we
step
got
of
you.
the way. Just make sure. you
Okay,
follow.
so let's move on. Ashlee.
So there is what you talked about. Is it CPT?
Oh yeah. Those are like the professional medical health plans. So there's CPT. I forgot what CPT stands for, but I know
It's
it ends with
cognitive
therapy.
behavioral
Therapy.
therapy,
Ah.
right? Yes.
Cognitive behavioral
So-
therapy.
Overall, you just need therapy. Is that it?
Yeah, but then
But we have a problem. African parents believe that
therapy is for the Western countries.
yes,
and
and it's not so professional.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why we're here. Like, we're not only trying to reach out to the youth, we're also trying to reach out to parents and actually try to shed some light on what young people go through. Like, for us to take time and actually study anxiety and tell you about the treatment methods, your child can be undergoing those things. Keep a close look at you. Like, take,
I think one thing that happens, they tend to ignore
like,
and think
they put it
everything
back.
is okay. Like our generation, to be honest, we are just happy faces
But
with a sad whatsoever.
yeah,
I
sad
forgot about
emotions, and we're actually like dead emotionally. Most of us are dead emotionally because of social media.
it, to
But
be
then
honest.
out there in the world, when you're posting pictures on your Instagram, you
You are
are this
happy.
happy person, but you know that deep
a
down
sad
you're suffering.
generation with happy faces, exactly.
She got
That's
it.
what I wanted to say.
You see, like she
That's
just
what I
needed a
wanted to
hint.
say.
I know, I do the
A
magic.
sad generation with happy faces.
Yeah.
So, I think this is a message to the parents and that
Yeah, please,
All
like
the
try
people
to
watch.
try to have
Check up on your
consistent
kids, hey?
consistent conversation with your child. Try to find out what they're
sit
doing.
down with them. I think that's so rare. Some African parents believe, why would I sit down with a 20-year-old?
Exactly.
I mean, I'm 60. Why would I sit down? No. This is your child.
Yeah.
And we've lost a lot of people
Because of anxiety. And depression. People commit suicide.
Overthinking, pressure. People are committing suicide.
Even the people that you don't expect to do that, they actually do it because they don't have someone.
Suicide, you'll be like, why didn't they talk? The parents are the first people to say, why didn't they talk? They didn't talk because
you
never
open.
sat down with them. You were not there for them.
Exactly.
So I think it's just so important that right now when you're listening to this, call your child, sit down with them, ask them to be free.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's missing in parents.
Just be there for them. Like, the problem is you're so uptight, like we're in a war barricade or something. No, it's your child. You have to
I think it's soothing that you talk to your child.
Exactly.
Parents
Try to
face
find out what they're
stress
doing
sometimes. And I think if you talk to your child, you can't, okay, we're not saying go into detail about what you're going through, but just sit down with them.
Try to
them,
understand.
This is not going on well. And let me tell you something, they might have a solution to what you're facing.
Exactly.
But because y'all tend to have some pride, with all due respect.
Yeah, so we need, I was going to say as parents, I'm not a parent, but this is like a call out to all parents. You need to check up on your child, sit down with them, try to understand what's going on.
Yeah, this is
the problem is most of our parents, especially African parents. Okay, I'm not discriminating any other parent. You're all involved in the parent circle, but because I've experienced I'm an African, so my parents are, of course, African. I can't believe I'm explaining that. Okay, so what I'm saying is what most African parents do is when they have a child, right? They actually want to achieve their dreams through their child.
Exactly.
And they forget that child also has
your
a
own
dream.
Brand out of your child. No.
Like let your child be. Don't set your goals. Like don't pin the goals that you failed to achieve on them. Let your child be.
I think they should
and
talk
support
to our
them.
parents.
Support them.
To be honest, our parents, they let us raise our voices. That's why we are doing this.
My mom is super supportive. But Ashlee's mom, wow.
She is something else.
Ashlee's mom is number one fan.
Guys.
So that's basically what we're saying right there. We told you treatments, there's CBT. We're not going to go into detail into that because
acceptance and commitment therapy.
Yeah. So there's CBT and ACT.
ACT.
So if you feel like you have those symptoms, or if you feel like you're actually at the edge of pitfalling into anxiety, reach out to a professional. Go to a clinic, do anything. Like if you're in lovely professional university, there's a therapist at the hospital.
Exactly,
for free. You say for free.
For free.
So if you're anywhere
Just
around here, if
talk.
you're anywhere around lovely professional university and you feel like you're not in a good headspace, just make use of the hospital.
Exactly. And if you are not at lovely professional university and you are afraid of seeing a therapist because you think they're going to publicize whatever that you're going through, let me tell you something that helped me actually. So whenever I felt under the weather and things didn't go on well, I'll take a book, right?
Yeah.
Take a book and I write down everything that I'm going through. I write it down, and once you start writing it down, you can just talk alone in a room. You just talk. If you're a girl, you can have a teddy bear and you are allowed to hit it. Express your feelings. Then after that, you just let the tears roll. Cry as much as you want to. Cry.
Yeah.
Then you take that piece of paper, right, that you've written on. Once you're done crying, pray. That's important. You pray because you are done with this thing. You pray.
Get over
you
it.
Drink water. Take that paper. Bend it up.
Get over it.
Once you get out of that room, you feel like you've left your problems there.
Yeah, you feel
everything's just going on so well, and that really helped.
Okay, for me, I don't have any advice for my fellow gentlemen out there. What I'm going to say is, if you feel down and you're scared to call a professional,
know what boys can do?
You
can go to the gym.
You can call me if you're lazy. Just text me, bro.
Yeah,
text
there's
me.
a punching bag. You can go to the gym, get a punch, and punch the hell out of it. It helps.
Wow. I didn't know Ashlee was this violent. I'm so shocked right now.
It helps.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
I think we've talked about the treatments.
Yeah.
And
Is there anything else? Or it's just
there's nothing else.
that's it?
So we go to the other section of the shout outs, right?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Exactly.
wow. This is my favorite part.
So our first and major shout out is to Lovely Professional University.
Shout out to
Because today
Lovely
is
Professional
April.
University. If you guys were here in this room, oh my god, it feels like it's like
Superstar.
everything you imagined is actually
it's
happening.
going right.
So shout out to Lovely
April.
Professional University.
Mhm.
And if if you're a young person and you want to go to a university that lets you pursue your passion, like not only
Exactly.
academically, if you do sports, music, anything,
Everything,
everything.
swimming, anything.
just
is-
like
is what
try
my
and look
girls-
into.
Can you like do it? Never mind.
Okay, you see, how? So if you're looking for a place like that is actually good for you, both academically, socially, and on your creatives, Lovely Professional University is the answer.
What's the Instagram page? It's Lovely Professional University, right?
Yeah, I think the website is lovely.lpu.in. Yeah.
And the Instagram page.
Okay. Let me just tell them what Lovely has done for me.
Mhm.
You see, I'm a dancer and I'm also like a podcaster.
Yes.
Lovely has offered me like the best facilities to do both. We have about more than 5 dance studios with professional dance instructors. You can say like, and it's all for free.
For
You don't pay
free.
for it. For
Feel
free.
depressed and you think, oh, I can check this out by dancing.
Yeah. You see, and then on the podcast thing, we're so scared to inform the school about it. But today when you inform them,
Anxious.
wow. It is like snap of the finger, everything was done.
Exactly.
So yeah. So that's a major shout out to Lovely Professional University.
The second shout out, see guys, I'm looking so king like this. So today we're going to be advertising people who braid and all those things. We have Silence from Zimbabwe. Zaituni Ramadan, she's from Tanzania. She's the one that makes me look so.
Yeah, so they do have like if you're a girl and you want to
even
look
if
like
you're a
Ashlee,
boy,
if you want to look
they
like
can
Ashlee,
braid
I'm
your hair.
not saying that Ashlee is pretty. I'm kidding, guys. Ashlee looks fly. So if you want to have the same looks or have the same hairstyle, you can contact the people that we're sharing out
Silence
to.
has got her Instagram page. There's Silence Sibanda, and Zaituni, it's Tuni Msusi. There's Tuni Designs. There's Sabe Saloon. That's for Silence too.
And then another shout out goes to Tabs. If you are a content creator and you feel like you have an audiobook, you have a show, you have a podcast that you want to put
You
out
have
in the world,
music that you want to broadcast.
we actually recently started a radio station called the Plug Station. It's an online radio station. You can just submit your crafts to us at the email plugstation067@gmail.com. Then we are surely going to air it out for you
Yeah.
for free. We don't charge you
No,
anything.
we don't charge.
For free.
We don't charge.
Yeah. So I think this is it.
Done.
Bye.
Okay, guys. So this is the end of our episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and well, I hope you get help, the help that you needed. Yeah. So, bye.
Oh,
and
today we can actually do hand signs and you guys hear. So
Exactly.
yeah.
So bye, guys, and
We love you
take
so
care.
much.
Stay safe. Don't forget to pray. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye.